Hi there, my name is Nick Pemble, and I'm going to introduce you to a very special friend of mine, my Vitamix machine. Okay, obviously it's not really my friend, but anyway, it certainly treats me as one. Anyway, I've had my Vitamix for 8 years now, and in that 8 years I've used it daily. I mostly use it to juice fruits and vegetables. However, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of different recipes that you can make with this machine. Some of the things that I personally have made are pesto, applesauce, marinara, Alfredo, salsas, cake batter, shredded vegetables for salad and spring rolls. I've made nut butters like almond and peanut butter. I've also made a wide variety of different hot soups, so tomato bisque, gazpacho, minestrone, bacon cheddar potato, clam chowder, you name it. And it heats the soups through the friction of the blades. So it's the same principle as when you rub your hands together really fast and you feel that heating sensation. Exact same thing's happening there, and that actually heats the soup in 6 minutes. I've also made a wide variety of different desserts like ice creams and sorbets, a whole load of different different recipes: banana ice cream, strawberry ice cream, blueberry ice cream, chocolate, vanilla, as well as with sorbets. It's just the exact same thing. Yeah, and they're really delicious. People also like to use these things as grain mills, so rice, wheat, barley, rye, corn, any kind of grain you can think of, you can make into flour with this machine. Or you can actually use it to mix your bread dough, grate cheese, mince meat. Also you can use it to make breadcrumbs or make inexpensive baby food. And I think just the thing to bear in mind is that this is an industrial strength product. If you go down to your local fine dining restaurants, you're going to see Vitamix brand machines. If you go down to Jamba Juice or Starbucks, you're going to see these machines. It's just that simple because it's versatile and it produces the results that it does. And not to mention the longevity on these things is ridiculous. I mean, ridiculous in a good way. It's awesome. I've talked to people who have had a Vitamix for 30 years, and it works as well as they bought it, and they're just going to keep using it until it breaks. Obviously, So as I said before, I mostly use this to juice fruits and vegetables, and I'm fairly confident that most of us in America today are not getting enough dark leafy green vegetables in our diet to be as healthy as we can be. So I'm going to go ahead and cover that in this next smoothie by making a green smoothie. And I'm making that green smoothie with kale. And kale is absolutely rich and abundant in calcium, iron, vitamins A, C, and K, a whole host of different trace minerals, as well as fiber and chlorophyll. It also has 7 times the amount of beta carotene as broccoli and 10 times as much lutein. The calcium, as we all know, is really good for your bones. The iron is good for building up the hemoglobin in the red blood cells, which is actually the oxygen transport system of the body. So that's going around delivering oxygen, and that oxygen is being used to break down complex sugars and fats into energy. So by getting more hemoglobin, by getting more iron in your diet, you're actually getting more energy, and that also leads to weight loss as well. The vitamins A, C, and K, they're all antioxidants. They're all beneficial as far as fighting and preventing cancer. Macular degeneration is fought by the beta carotene, and the luteins are actually really good for your skin and your nails. This really is a powerhouse vegetable, and we all really need to get a whole lot more of it in our diet. The only problem with it, as well as other dark leafy greens like collards and I guess mustard greens would be another, is the fact that they just don't taste very good. So, this is a way to make those dark leafy greens taste really good so that we want to eat them. So I'm going to go ahead and add these here. And the next thing I'm going to add is some peanut butter. And peanut butter actually has the exact same spread of saturated to unsaturated fats as olive oil. So actually, as a choice for a fat to consume, it's actually really good for helping you fight type 2 diabetes and heart disease. It also contains something called D-aspartic acid, which is clinically proven to raise your testosterone levels. So that's really good for athletes or just anybody who wants to be in better shape. The next thing I'm going to add is some almond milk. And almond milk is, it has 50% more calcium than regular milk. It's just a good dairy alternative. I like to use it a lot because I kind of have trouble digesting dairy products myself. The other thing I'm going to add to it is some bananas. Now, bananas are really, really high in potassium, and potassium is essential to the body because in our daily diets these days, what we're getting is an abundance of sodium through the amount of salt that we're taking in, but we're not getting enough potassium to balance that out. And actually, sodium and potassium work together, and when those two nutrients are balanced, the body functions at its highest efficiency on so many different systems. It affects so many different systems. I could probably do a class on it. Just to name a few of the systems that it affects, or the different things that it affects, are your blood pressure. By getting more potassium, you're lowering your blood pressure and lowering your risk and fighting heart disease, as well as it helps as far as your muscular control goes, as well as your cognitive control. So your ability to focus your attention, learn new things, and remember things all increases with more potassium in your diet. So it's really, really important, and we all need to get more of it. And the next thing I'm going to add, the last thing I'm going to add, that is some ice. And this is for two reasons. Number one, the ice actually makes it taste better. And two, the ice preserves the living enzymes that are in the fruits and the vegetables. And those living enzymes actually, while they're in the gut, help to break down the drink even more, so it's even more digestible for you. And they also have antioxidant qualities as well. So really, really good for you to get those enzymes in. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start this up. This is the power switch. It's on low right now. Oh shoot, I gotta plug it in. Hold on. Sorry. The center dial, it's on 1 right now. That's really good for chopping onions, grating cheese, mincing garlic, that sort of thing. 2.5 is really good for making salsas that turn out chunky and not mushy like they do in blenders. 5 gives you coleslaw in 12 seconds. 6 is a Cuisinart. That's the magic bullet, the KitchenAid blender, all those different things you've seen on TV. And on high, we're twice as powerful as the better blenders you can buy, and we're still food prepping, okay? So I went from a carrot salad to a carrot cake. But the reason why people buy these machines is this switch right here. So this makes this thing not matter anymore, and those blades are spinning at 430 revolutions per second, 26,000 RPM, world's fastest spinning blades. Those blades down there, they're titanium steel, they're laser cut, and they're blunted so you can't cut your finger on them. Actually, the whole blade assembly itself costs more than most blenders and juicers, and it only weighs 2 pounds. So I'm going to give this about 90 seconds, and the reason why I give it 90 seconds is that after 90 seconds, it's clinically proven to break open all the cells and crack those cell walls. Like literally, like if I were to take a baseball bat to an orange, wham! It's exactly what we want to do, because when those cell walls are cracked, all that nutrition is much more absorbable, much more available to our bodies. It gets sucked right through the intestines, no problem. All right, I think that's about right there. Oh, that's going to be so good. Well, I wish I could share this drink with you, but unfortunately, I'm going to have it all by myself. This is Nick Pemble. I hope you enjoyed this. You take care and you have a good rest of your day. Okay, bye.